welcome back to Jordan, Jules, and Just Reddit. I am Jules.
Hey, I'm Jordan.
Clearly.
What's it to ya?
And we are back with another episode, this time reading... True Off
My Chest. r/off my chest. New to Reddit? Oh. r/off my chest. A safe community for support. A mutually supportive community where deeply emotional things you can't tell people you know can be told. Whether it's a long-standing baggage, happy thoughts, or a recent trauma. Posting it here may provide some relief. We'll listen, and if you want, we'll talk. We aim to keep this a safe space. This was created October 23rd, 2009. Public forum. 3.3 million members. 314 online and top 1%.
Wow.
Jules, how have you been? It's been a whole week.
I have been really good. Me and Jordan went to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah. Literally loads of fun. Like, I don't think I could have had more fun.
He did have fun.
I had a blast. Like, I had so much of a blast that I don't think I could have had more of a blast.
How are you doing, Jordan?
I'm doing great. I'm doing so great that I don't think I could be even more great than I am right now. But as tradition, my back hurts. I am tired, sweating a little bit, and I am ready to get my ELA on.
That's the Jordan we know.
Jules, How are you doing? Where's your computer?
Well, it's dead, for starters. And number two, this is closer to my face because then I won't have to do the embarrassing...
It's embarrassing? This is a safe space. r/off my chest. Jules, do you have something to say off your chest? I'm bad at reading.
Well, we been know that.
I'm kidding. Guys, Jules is one of the most intelligent people I know. They don't hear that. I can mute whatever you said and put a censor bar over your mouth. They will never know what you just said.
Yes, I am.
But anywho, we got some good stories to kick off here. I'll kick us off. These are a little bit shorter, so make sure you guys are actually paying attention. Oh, but before we do start, please like, comment, subscribe. Grab some popcorn.
Hit that notification bell.
Or you should already know, because you're a true fan, that we upload every Friday at 2 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Or sharp. Anywho, grab your popcorn, drinks, all that other fun junk, and let's get right into this. This was posted by Truitt_. My pedo brother is getting married. My 21 female brother, 23 now I think. Oh, OP's 21 female, brother's 23. Just pled guilty to be a child blank. I'll let you guys fill in the blank with that one. Child blank of my baby brother. God damn. Who was 5 at the time, now 10. I was the one that reported it initially when my baby brother told me. Obviously, super traumatic for everyone involved. Occasionally, I e-stalk my older brother, Jay. Last night, I found his wedding registry. I knew he has had a girlfriend for a couple years, but this is a big shock. It makes me so angry that he just gets to go on living his life and that he's found someone to love him. I mean, they can't even have kids and keep them because he legally can't be around kids. My mom says she knows about his record, and but I can't fathom a woman being able to be a man who did that to a 5-year-old boy. All I want to do is link his files to her entire, link his files to her entire family, but honestly, I'm scared of him. I don't know what to do. I looked through the girl's mom's Facebook last night, and it's all, I love my daughter, she's my best friend, and she's a doctor and seems like a pretty normal person. I doubt she knows. There will be no longer sentence for my brother. Legal system crap. He's in jail right now, but he'll be out in a couple weeks and then just lifetime probation. He's only got to jail in February. So what? ? He goes to jail for a couple months and then just gets to be married and have a new family?
That's disgusting.
That is more than disgusting.
Does the wife know?
No. The future wife does not know. The future wife does not know that this man child blanked a 5-year-old sibling. So not only is it sibling on sibling, sorry, I just hit my microphone.
So incest.
Yeah, sibling on sibling, but it's adult to child.
Why'd you say
Baby child.
I say leak it. She deserves to know. That's like so messed up. That's like new, like that's otherworldly.
I'm surprised he didn't have to announce it, because like normally,
I
wouldn't say normally, but like most of the times when a child pedophile like moves into town or whatever, they have to go door to door and be like, hey.
I thought that was like not a stereotype, but like a trope. Because I think I asked about that and it wasn't like necessarily true. Or if it was a long time ago.
I don't know. But that's messed up.
That is something that you definitely should disclose.
Some of the comments are, can you print out his record and mail it to his fiance's parents' house without a return address? This, OP, no need to put any words of your own on it. Let the record speak for itself.
No, for real.
Somebody else said, tell the girlfriend. No one's king said, prioritize your own safety, but she needs to know.
Yeah.
If they have children, those children are at risk. Maybe an anonymous tip or drop an anonymous copy of the court records off at their home. Whatever you do, act before he gets out so he can't pin it on you. Suitable Cataclysm said you should tell the family anonymously in an event or invent an email address at the public library IP address in the next town over. Send it all over to them. Have AI type up the email wording for you so it doesn't sound like how you speak/type. Only use public records, nothing your family would have special privileges to. I feel for you. My ex went to jail for being a pedo, and his new girlfriend stuck with him, married him, and they had kids together. So gross. Man, way to start things off strong. My God. All
right. True off my chest, and this is posted by ucleanstable7973. So thank you so much. This is not safe for work.
Hopefully I actually remember to put the numbers in this time. If you do not want to hear this, please skip to this timestamp right here, which is right above
our new sign.
Our Jordan, Jules, and Just Reddit sign.
Isn't it so beautiful? $17 on Temu.
Don't worry. It only gets better from here, guys. But anyway, Jules, I am so sorry for interrupting. Please.
It's okay, Jordan. Tomorrow, I'm going to ruin his life. I've been with him for 3 years now. We planned on getting married when our lives settled down. I wanted to start a family with him. I loved him more than anyone else in the world. I've sacrificed so much for him, moved away from my home, turned down jobs so I could stay with him, and stood by his side as he started to go back to school. I gave him my world, and he cheats on me. I found out over a month ago. The scumbag got cocky, and I found out he was cheating on me with 2 different women.
Oh my God.
One is a TA at his university, and the other one is his best friend's girlfriend. I am livid. I write this post choking back venom. Dang, she's kind of a pedo. Okay. I loved him so much. He was my world, but now he will be the world I burn to nothing but ash. I pay for everything since he quit his job last year to go to school. I was more happy to help him. I make enough to support both of us. The only upside is the student loans are in the same name with no connection to me. It will hurt to push the scumbag out to sea, but I'll survive. I've held out for a month. What was that?
Sorry.
What was that?
I'm tentatively listening, but guys, I've been playing Cookie Clicker.
See this
for 59 days straight. I have not closed this tab for 59 days. I'm sorry. I bought stocks.
Jordan, Jules, and just Cookie Clicker.
I bought stocks in Cookie Clicker. The chocolate was down to $1.
About your Cookie Clicker.
It was down to $1. I had to buy it. I'll mute my computer.
I want to hit you so bad right now.
I was just checking it, and I saw the stock was down.
You're supposed to be paying attention.
I'm tentatively listening. Okay, and action.
I lost my space now. Okay.
God damn it. Aren't we professionals?
I have held out for a month, enough time to create what I call the day his world burns. Tomorrow we are hosting a party. I arranged for his family to come, but my family will sadly not be able to make it. I have packed everything valuable already, and the suitcase is in the back of the car. My brother will come during the event tomorrow to take the car that is in my name that the dirtbag drives to my parents' house. The joint account, which is all my money anyway, is already empty. Dang, she's like prepping. The event will be great, and he will think it's for us to announce our engagement to his family. What will happen in reality is I will announce my departure from his life. I have already taken a job out of state and have lined up a new place to live. I will start by telling everyone that what he is into. The screenshots of him asking about his friend's girlfriend to piss on him. Oh my God. The screenshots of him asking his friend's girlfriend to piss on him and many other fantasies his degenerate mind came up with will all be passed around. I will hand him the notice to vacate as I've already broken our lease. We need to be out by the end of the month. I will then end by informing him I have already reported he was sleeping with a TA to one of his reported that he was sleeping with his TA for one of his classes the previous semester to the university, and that I am sad I won't see the fallout for that. His friend also has a message for him that I will deliver, informing him that his friend group wants to never see him again as well. And with that, I leave. I will not look back. I will set his life on fire and walk away. Edit. 2 hours and over 5K upvotes. I should have expected my story and planned to get popular. I will update once all is said and done. Update. I have made an update. Go find it. Dang, you can't even link it? Alright. That just seems all very dramatic. I love it.
Like, I understand, like, the whole cheating thing, as in, like, you know, being upset about it. But, like, hearing the stuff he was saying and, like, ugh.
Dirty
The
dog.
piss kink. Ugh. Ugh.
Your best friend's girlfriend, though? Come on, dude.
If this was Am I the Butthole, that might have... No, that would have been 4.
What?
I wouldn't have gone 5.
For him?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like cheating has so been watered down.
What does that mean?
It's become a lot more common in the youth of America.
Well, does it mean that it's not as bad?
No. It's just not as big of a shock that somebody cheated.
Okay, so your stars are out of shock value.
Shock and, like, unfathomableness.
Okay.
Like, it just has to be so out of world.
I get what you're saying, though. So, like,
I have to be so blown away.
this is messed up, but it's not, like, shocking, because cheating is very common.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, cheating's common, so, like, this isn't necessarily the biggest shock.
But this is, like...
But that's still bad. That is horrible.
That's a very elaborate plan. Like, she got all she got all her ducks lined up.
I know. And the fact that they all, like, conjoin in each other, and she got the friends involved.
Everybody knows, bro. I want to know what the best friend has to say to him.
I know. Like, I wonder, because was it an in-person confrontation that they were going to do, or a letter?
No, so she's doing a whole event, and he's thinking that it's to announce their engagement.
Oh, so
but she's going to be like, sayonara, sucker.
So dang, not only is she going to be confronting him in front of everybody, but his best friend will be confronting him in front of everybody.
And his family.
And his family, damn.
But his family doesn't know about anything except the friends.
Yeah. Poor guy. Got a lot going into him.
Womp womp. Shouldn't have did something bad.
I know. All right. I have 2. One's really short, but then the other one is a little bit longer. So we're going to quickly run through the short one, and then we'll get to that teeny tinier one. Or we'll do the teeny tinier one and then get to the longer one. My girlfriend's family looks down on my job. I don't know how to feel about it. Today, my girlfriend just told me that her brother and her mom were making fun of my job. It slightly stings to hear that, to be honest. I never once considered my job lowly, but now hearing what they talk about me, like, they just makes me feel disappointed. For reference, I work with my parents. We sell food as hawkers. I'm paid by them decently. We'll well above minimum wage here, so I have some savings. We aren't rich by any means, but we're able to make enough to buy a house, have one car for daily use, and a couple of motorcycles. So we're living relatively comfortably. I'm kind of upset that they think so lowly of me. I don't know what a hawker's is, but Jules, would you make fun of your significant other's job?
No. Well, I'm sorry. What's his job again?
He's a hawker.
Oh, I need to look it up now.
Yeah, I might just have to censor all of this depending on what hawker means.
Because I don't have a good feeling. Pawns
Asian street food.
can refer to a person who pawns or pledges items as a means of obtaining a loan or a stool.
I'm going to go with the Asian street food because it says we sell food as hawkers. So either they pawn off food or something, or they do Asian street food. But either way, they do honest work. And for your significant other to make fun of you.
Guys, if you know what a hawker is, please comment it down below. Unless
Yes.
it's inappropriate.
Don't forget we said anything.
Yeah. We never said hawker.
But anywho, onto the meat and cheese of mine. My dad had a meltdown because I feel like I don't like him. He's right. Me, 21 female, my father, 47 male, and I have had issues since I was around 12. He is selfish and rude and has hardly given even presents for my first 16 years of my life. Despite the fact he wasn't my father to me in childhood, didn't stand up to raising me or pay my mom more than the minimum child support possible, he could afford more but lied to the court. He wants to come in and criticize the way my mom raised me. He complains I don't respect him but gives me nothing to respect. He's sexist, racist, homophobic. Every opinion he holds is rooted in pure hate. He dates girls my age and acts like a child. I could not respect this man, even if I was paid to do so. The last time we saw each other, he started screaming and crashing out over the fact that I don't like him. Maybe stop trying to get me to like you and be a dad for once. He fills me with rage. I was paying him rent to live in one of his properties that as he wasn't living there, and he had begged me to move in so he didn't have to rent to a stranger. He would kick me out for some of the weekends so he could bring girls my age over and bring them over while I was home. He then kicked me out of the apartment as a whole because I needed silence while I worked. IWFH, whatever that is. I had to scramble to find new roommates. I was living with a roommate before he begged me to move into his property again, and we moved in with a bunch of total strangers. Thankfully, I get along perfectly with them. Now, he's trying to force contact with me about my university and says I need to communicate with him about my studies. This wouldn't have been an issue if he was a normal father, but he's never cared about my studies or achievements and only asks in order to force me to speak to him. I do not wish to speak to him. This rant is kind of pointless. I just wanted to complain. I really hate that man. He's selfish, egotistical, and not respectable in the slightest. I'm ashamed to be his child. I'm embarrassed by the things he says publicly, sexist, homophobic, etc. Yet he thinks I should be proud and deserving of his respect and is a special person. ... He is not.
Your dad just sounds like
A dim light bulb.
Yeah.
Not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yep.
It is very hard to go years of ruining the relationship between you and your child and then not justifying the dad, but even if he had like a change of heart or something, trying to then reverse that in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, playing devil's advocate, that there would be a chance that the OP, zealous, ideal bat 5403 and their father could get along, but I think that would probably take double the amount of years that it took to ruin the relationship.
Yeah.
So if this girl is 21, so probably in like another 40 years he could fix the relationship by slowly working on it, but not just like
jumping right back
overnight.
in.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes the resentment worse.
Yeah, the forced relationship. If you
Yeah.
have to force a relationship with your child, like that's just
It's like
not
the audacity
good.
of that. It's
Yeah.
like, how do you expect to just come back into my life and expect we're just like cool?
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that the dad's probably throwing like offhand comments to OP like while they're hanging out or talking or whatever, and that's probably just making it worse. Get a new father. Disown your father.
Okay.
All right, Jules. read us what you've been cooking up.
Oh, I've been cooking. This is posted by u/dad-on-dad-a-14. It was posted 3 years ago. Ooh. I think my dad might have killed someone when I was a kid.
Damn!
And this is kind of a shorter one, too. Also, we're kind of messing around with, like, shorter forms, or shorter posts, so let us know if you prefer, like, small, medium, or large, because I know that sometimes the large can be overwhelming and kind of boring at times, so just let us know. Anyway, one night when I, 36 female, was about 8 or 9 years old, mid-90s, my father took my little brother and I to Blockbuster to pick out movies.
Damn.
We left there, and my dad stopped at a corner store for some snacks, and he parked on the side of the building. He left me and my brother in the car while he ran in. On his way out, a man came up behind him and held something to his side. My dad pretended he was going to hand the man his wallet, but he instead elbowed the man in the face and he fell to the ground.
Damn.
The guy got up and came at my dad with a knife, and my dad fought away from him and stabbed him with it. It was long, and that went all the way in. Oh God, sorry.
It's okay.
The guy let out this horrible groan. I can still hear it. He left the guy on the floor writhing, hopped in the car, and took off. For so many years, I thought this was a dream until my little brother mentioned it to me when asking if I ever remembered. We never brought this up to my father, ever. I always wondered what happened to that guy. But this was way before cell phones and stuff, so who knows? It's crazy the weight that comes off of someone when they say things they've already been holding on to. I saw you click on click.
I'm just checking it.
That's insane, though.
Dude, I would love to say how I would react in that kind of situation, but I don't even know how I would react.
I mean, I'm sure you could find it, like looking up like newspaper stuff.
Not if you're a kid and you don't even remember like the date.
Well, I'm sure you can remember the year. And if you remember the
year, if you're a little kid, normally when I have a question about something that happened when I was younger, I would ask my mom or my dad, and I'd give an age range and be like, "Hey, did so or so happen around when I was like 9 or 10 or something?" And then my parents would be able to point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
But if they're not comfortable bringing that up to their father, then like I think it'll be a little bit harder.
And especially if you remembered it or thought it was a dream for so many years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some details might be different. You might not remember what store you were out of. Could have been in a whole different town. Like there's a lot of things.
Yeah. Top comment says, sounds like your dad made a decision that he was going to home with his kids that night. And someone said, and with his wallet.
Yeah. No, I respect the dad. Like
100%. I mean, what was he supposed to do?
Yeah. Once again, I would love to say how I would have reacted in that situation. If I was the dad, I would love to kick some booty of a criminal.
That takes some big basketballs.
Yes, but dude, basketballs. Go get those checked out. What are you doing? I would have accepted like ping pong balls or golf balls or bouncy balls, but like basketballs, goddamn.
The first thing that came to my mind.
His wife must have been dribbling in back.
I hate you. Dunk on him!
Yeah. Oh baby, I'm about to dunk on him.
Ciao.
Jordan,
anyways.
Jules, and Justin Reddick canceled.
Oh my God.
Whew. Man, really peaked the audio on that one. Goddamn. All right.
Anyway.
This is my last story, and then Jules has one more, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This was posted by the mother F word in BF. I slept with my girlfriend's mom 2 years ago. I can't tell her because I know she'll dump me and it'll probably end her parents' marriage. So let me just say, I'm not the one in the wrong for this, but I have to say it's somewhere, it's eating me alive. 2 years ago, when I was 19, I met this woman while I was working as a personal trainer. She was in her 40s and she looked like a 25-year-old. She took an interest in me, invited me out a number of times, and we had aggressive hugging a few times. After one of our meetups, she said it was wrong for someone of her age to be with me because I was young and changed gyms. My girlfriend and I have been together for just under a year. She's amazing, and I love her so much. 2 months ago, I met her family for the first time, and it was a shock. Like, she took me to the house where I had the hookup with a woman, and I felt like I was being pranked. Before I see her mom, it hits me. I have a type, and they're both fit. And they both fit that type, so it makes sense. I've been hooking up with a single mom, and now I'm with her daughter. Then her mom and dad popped out, and we both almost crapped ourselves. I met her parents. They've been married for 20 years. I realized I had been a married woman's boy toy. I feel incredibly ashamed. Later that week, her mom finds my number and tells me that I can never speak of what happens. She says that my girlfriend will hate me forever because I'll be the one who broke up her parents. So now I'm stuck keeping this secret. She invited me to spend Thanksgiving with her family, and since my family is 1,000 miles away, and I already told her I don't have plans on going home, I don't really have an excuse to not go. So now I'm going to have to sit there at the table and enjoy Thanksgiving dinner with the woman I had an affair with, her husband, and the daughter whom I'm now in love with. I'm screwed.
Wow. It would be different if the mom was like separated or like single, but that
Yeah,
makes it
but the
so
fact
much
that they're
complicated.
still married, this seems like a movie plot.
I was literally just
This
about,
seems
I was
like a movie
literally
plot.
just about to say that.
This summer, my name's Tyler, and I gotta spend Thanksgiving with my girlfriend's
This sounds
family.
like a new Netflix movie.
Something changes.
Yo, Netflix might pick it up.
But I also had aggressive hugging with her mother. Follow Tyler in his brand new adventure this coming Christmas.
You know they do one of the...
Oh, man. Babe, I got a secret to tell you.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Final story of the night,
Final.
please. Please don't click away. Please listen to
And strap in, y'all. Really putting my reading skills to the test. It's a long one. A longer one.
Comment down below. Is Jules better reading off of her phone or off of her computer?
Honestly, I think I'm kind of slaying on my
Comment down below. Is Jules an iPad kid or an adult? Comment down below.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, one of the two. Come on, guys.
Okay. This is True Off My Chest, and it's actually the username. They deleted it, so I guess you first.
Here, before you start reading, let me check my...
Okay, let me check your cookies.
Here. I'll turn it up for the audience to hear. I'll pop in some wrinklers.
Ew. Ew, why does it sound like that?
I could quote a very famous Vine, but it's not famous.
What's that number?
34.46 and counting quintillion cookies.
I didn't even know that was a number.
Yeah, it keeps going up.
What is that like the people using it?
No, this is the amount of cookies that my bakery has made.
Oh.
Yeah. Frozen Booty's Bakery has cooked a lot of cookies. Actually, this will be the last thing, and then I'll get off and cook cooker. I have cooked 828.23 and counting quintillion cookies. I'm almost at 1 sextillion.
So what's the point?
Yeah, click a cookie. Right now I'm in a grandma apocalypse where all my grandmas have turned into demons and are attacking my bakery by sending wrinklers to eat my big cookie that hinders my clicks per second.
No, but like, what's the point?
There is no point.
Oh, okay.
My point is I'm trying to finish the game because there's
an end?
Yes and no. My finish the game is completing all the achievements. There's 622. I've been playing for 60 days and I'm only at 137.
Okay.
But anywho, on to the final story. Sorry for that little cookie clicker rant.
Where can they follow you on your journey?
Nowhere. I have not televised this at all. This is all just
Surprise.
personal Jordan time whenever I'm on my computer doing something.
It's him time.
Yeah, Jordan time.
Okay. Did I read the name of it yet? No.
No.
My ex got revenge on me in the worst way possible, and I had no way to clear my name. Last year, I cheated on my ex-girlfriend of 8 years, Annie, with a colleague, Jess, who I now have a 3-year-old son with. I have no excuse. It cost me my job and the majority of my friendships, along with the love of a good woman. I deserved it all, and I have never expected any sympathy for my actions. Annie delivered my stuff to my parents' house before I even knew she knew about the cheating. She didn't confront me. She just cut me out of her life without a word. I messaged everyone we knew, begging them to ask her to talk to me, and I sent hundreds of messages telling her how much I regretted everything and wanted her back. I never got a response. Jess saw the messages, and it obviously caused issues between us in the beginning. Little homewrecker. But she fell pregnant quickly, so we moved past it for the sake of our family together. We both wanted. I'm 100% committed to the relationship and haven't even looked at another woman since things settled down. In the final stretch of Jess's pregnancy, about a month ago, I saw Annie in a shop for the first time since the breakup. She was pretty cold towards me, but said that a few months ago she found a keychain my granddad had got me when I was very young. It's not valuable, but she knows it means a lot to me, and she said that I could come collect it in the following Saturday morning. I explained that that was 6 days after Jess was due to give birth, so I probably need to be home, but she said that I could either get it on Saturday or it was going in the bin. So I agreed to come over and get it. My mother, my son was born a few days late, in parentheses, but he's perfectly healthy and wonderful. So he was less than 24 hours old on Saturday. I needed to collect the keychain. I planned to pop in on the way to the hospital, but when I got to my old house, Annie invited me in to talk about how things ended between us. I thought we had a good conversation and that both of us walked away with closure. She let me apologize for the way I treated her, wished me the best with my new family, and hugged me as I left. I admit I held on tightly for that hug, but it was purely because of relief, not lingering feelings. I spent less than an hour at her house, then headed to the hospital. I didn't tell Jess about any of this because I know she still feels insecure about Annie and didn't want to add fuel to that. When I arrived at the hospital after seeing Annie, Jess had revoked my access, and the ward manager wouldn't tell me why. I ended up being removed by a security guard because I was denied seeing my son for the second time ever and didn't respond well to being blindsided. I tried calling Jess and her mom they're British.
They're British, yeah.
Jess and her mom over and over, and the only response I got was a screen recording of a message from Annie. It was a doorbell footage of me walking through the door at 9:30, then back out at just after 10:15, and the hug is only partly caught, so it does look like we could have been kissing. The message sent with it said, "Did he even shower and change his clothes between effing me and holding his son? Congratulations on being stuck with him for the next 18 years. I hope it's everything you dreamed of." Oh, no one believes this is a setup at all. It's something I would have never expected from Annie, and no one else would have either. So they're completely rejecting the idea that this is a lie. I sent her a message asking her why she did this, and assuming I'd still be blocked. Her response was that she wasn't going to let me play innocent, and that I may have deleted all of our messages over the past few months, but she hasn't. Obviously, there are no messages, but she blocked me again straight after, so I would have nothing at all to exonerate myself with. She waited in silence for almost a year, then took the most cruel and vindictive revenge she possibly could have. I have met my son once, minutes after he was born, and now Jess is refusing any contact with me and won't let me see him. Court will take a couple of months, and my head hurts every minute of every day. I know what I did to Annie was horrible, but I don't deserve this. I have no one to talk to about it, because not even my own mother believes me. Her only question was why I ruined my life with a baby when Annie was willing to reconcile, and that's about the most supportive thing she said to me since I was dumped. The few friends who have stuck with me are assuming the worst too, and it's killing me that not every single person I know sees this for what it is. Everything is ruined. Damn! That's called Annie's revenge right there. I can totally see this too. It's like you pushed her too far. You pushed Annie ain't no good girl no more.
Dude, that poor guy.
Cheat around and find out.
Damn.
F around and find out. You gotta admit, like, that's kind of good though.
That's rough.
That's really rough.
That is rough. Like, I'm kind of speechless about that. That's rough.
What would you give Annie?
Like, if I had to...
Yeah, if this was Am I the Butthole?
I just gotta remember that OP cheated which is hard
Which
because
started this whole thing.
because it's written in his POV. So like he's written it to take sympathy with him. So
Yeah.
I'd give OP 4 out of 5 recalls and all this. I'd give Annie 2 out of 5.
Same thing.
And then the poor wife, or yeah, I guess the new wife, I guess a 2 out of 5 just for not hearing him out.
And for being a homewrecker.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
though.
rough.
What a good story to end on, honestly.
I know. Well, comment down below which story was your favorite.
And comment down below if I'm getting better with my reading. I feel like I am.
Guys, this podcast has actually been created to help Jules read. Jules has never read a single word before this podcast started.
I'm literate now.
Yes. It's like, that is all lie. Jules is well educated. She's in higher education right now and is completing a degree
We both graduate
in...
May.
No. Degree in...
Communications. Media studies.
Communications. And I'm film and video production. This is also just a way for me to practice my film and production. So if you want to hire
His charity work.
Jordan of all trades to help you produce your own podcast.
He's your guy.
Not to shout myself out. But anywho, thank you all so much for joining us this Friday afternoon. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Jules, any final words for the camera?
I think that just about covers it. Comment down below which story was your favorite. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Farewell, everyone. Safe travels, and goodbye.